Hey guys, welcome back to Blonde Sparkles. Today we are talking about book banning again. Yay! So I feel like a year or two ago maybe I made a Instagram post or reel about how Scholastic is engaging in book banning, and now I'm making a video about it. So I have some books here that Scholastic deems problematic and inappropriate, which is ridiculous for many reasons that I'm going to go over in this video. But basically what happened is Scholastic holds book fairs, right? So they had made a decision that they are going to have a default collection of books at their book fairs, and they're also going to have a opt-in collection of books for diverse characters and diverse stories. Obviously, you can see the problem with this. I don't think I need to spell it out why that's a problem. So the diverse book collection was literally just books with diverse people in them. It was not books that had anything problematic in them. It was literally just books with diverse characters and diverse people and diverse story, diverse voices. So we are going to show you some of the books that Scholastic considers problematic or controversial, so that they had to segregate them into a whole different collection. Keep in mind, we're watching this video, I am white, so if I say something incorrect, please correct me down below. So yes, let's get into it. You guys are not going to believe it when I show you these. First up we have Witchlings by Claribel A. Ortega. The only reason that this one was not included, main character on the cover appears to be mixed race. That's it. It also could be because this is about witches, and we know evangelicals are scared of anything besides their own religion, so it could have to do with that as well. But to that argument, I would say this is a middle grade book about finding friendship. Literally, if you look on Goodreads, the last line of the synopsis says, "Maybe friendship can be the most powerful magic of all." It's about the main character finding friendship and trying to get into the most powerful coven and learning magic. Like, that's what it's about. Like, there's nothing in here that would be problematic. It's like, I don't understand why we have to ban this book just because there's magic in it. It's a fantasy book. Of course there's going to be magic in it. Are we not allowed to have any fun? It's ridiculous. So that's one of the books that you had to opt into. And now we're just going to get even more ridiculous. Yes, it gets worse than that. Next up, we have JoJo Siwa's Sweet Adventures, The Great Candy Caper. This is a graphic novel, as you can see. This is a book that you have to opt into. Show you the back of the book. Basically what this book is about, I've read this in its full. I've read all of the books that I'm going to show you in this video fully. And there is nothing in any of them that is problematic. This one, like I said, it's about friendship and magic and good witches. This one is about anti-bullying and JoJo Siwa and her friends playing at a candy-themed amusement park. The only reason that this was banned is because JoJo Siwa in real life has a girlfriend. Oh, horror. Someone isn't straight. I'm not even straight. So, homophobia all around, am I right? This one wasn't included in the Scholastic Book Fair, but I wanted to mention it just to prove how ridiculous book banning is. The entirety of Dr. Seuss is banned around the world in some places. This one I just use an example, Marvin Community Will You Please Go Now by Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss is banned. People think it's racist for some reason. Absolutely ridiculous. But Dr. Seuss is a banned author, and this is a banned book, apparently. Absolutely ridiculous, craziness, goofiness. And this one also was at the Scholastic Book Fair that was banned. You had to opt into it. And this one is just absolutely ridiculous. This is I Am Enough by Grace Byers. I think many of you have probably read this. It's a great book. It is by a best-selling author. Back of the book. This one I can actually show you the inside of it because it's so short. I read this yesterday. It's an absolute delight. It has things in it like, let me find one. It has things in it like this. I'm not meant to be like you. You're not meant to be like me. Sometimes we will get along and sometimes we will disagree. I know that we don't look the same. Our skin, our eyes, our hair, our frame. But that does not dictate our worth. We both have places here on earth. Like, I don't get the problem with this book at all. I don't see a problem with telling kids that they are enough and that everyone is equal and that diversity is a good thing. I don't see a problem. The only reason this is banned is because it has a black girl on the cover. That's it. So if I haven't already proven to you how ridiculous book banning is, let me tell you the dangers of book banning. So, book banning actually has some pretty dangerous consequences. Because if we are legitimately banning books just because they have black people on them, or just because they have queer people on them, even if it does not mention LGBTQ topics in the book, just because the real person on the cover in real life is not straight, then it is going to go down a very slippery slope very fast. I'm going to read to you the entirety of I Am Enough by Grace Byers. Who's ready for story time? I'm only doing this because I really want to make a point here. There is nothing problematic in this book at all, okay? Like the sun, I am here to shine. Like the voice, I'm here to sing. I hope you guys can see the pictures. Like the bird, I'm here to fly and soar over everything. Like the trees, I'm here to grow. Like the mountains, here to stand. Like time, I'm here to be and be everything I can. Like the champ, I'm here to fight. Like the heart, I'm here to love. Like a ladder, here to climb, and like the air, to rise above. Like the wind, I'm here to push. Like a rope, I'm here to pull. Like the rain, I'm here to pour and drip and fall until I'm full. Like the moon, I'm here to dream. Like the student, here to learn. Like the water, here to swell. Like the fire, here to burn. Like the winner, I'm here to win. And if I don't get up again. I know that I may sometimes cry, but even then I'm here to try. I'm not meant to be like you, you're not meant to be like me. Sometimes we will get along, sometimes we will disagree. I know that we don't look the same, our skin, our eyes, our hair, our frame. But that does not dictate our worth. We both have places here on earth, and in the end, we are right here to live a life of love, not fear. To help each other when it's tough, to stay together. I am enough. That's the whole book. Comment down below if you see a problem with this book and why it should be banned. This is a banned book. Okay. So as I was saying, book banning can have some very dangerous consequences. Number one, the kids need to see themselves in stories, and if they don't, they won't feel represented in the stories that they read. Also, other kids that don't look like them need to see other kids that don't look like them in stories in order to know that other people are not going to look like them and believe the same things as they do, and that that's okay, and that we can coexist together and be happy together and be peaceful together. And also, if that doesn't happen, then we will end up with situations like this that happened in this book. This is a beautiful book. This is a very emotionally painful book. This book is called I Am Not a Number by Jenny K. Dupuis and Kathy K.R. It's illustrated by Gillian Newland. I'm so sorry, I probably mispronounced that. I make this disclaimer every time. This book is about Indigenous children being forced to go into residential school systems against their will. So that's what this book is about. It is emotionally painful, but I think it is very necessary, and I would give this 5 stars. Why am I bringing this book up? What does this have to do with book banning? Well, basically what happens in this book is they are treated, these diverse, beautiful people are treated like devil spawns, basically, which is disgusting. And this is what will happen. This is the end result of book banning. Let me explain that. It starts with, oh, I, a horrible book banner, don't like seeing a black person on the cover of an innocent children's book. Therefore, we're going to ban it. Bye-bye book. Then it might escalate to, oh, I don't want to see the black children in the same schools as white children, so let's bring back segregation. Bye-bye black children. Then it might escalate to, oh, well, let's do something like this again. Let's just treat them like less than human beings. Because I don't like them. Why not? And this is the end result of this. And like, this is the road we are heading down. And it's scary. That's why book banning is a problem. Because it starts with banning books with black characters on it, or diverse characters on it, and then it ends with treating diverse people like less than human beings. That's the road we're going down, and it's really scary. So, support librarians, support teachers, and remember that you have the right to read any book you want. You have the right to read books. You have the right to read. And no one can take away your right to read. It's literally in the Constitution. You have the right to free speech. You have the freedom of the press. It's in the Constitution. You have the right to read books. Like First Amendment. Come on, people. The last part of this video isn't necessarily related, but I just wanted to include this. This is my Indigenous book recommendations, because I've gotten a lot of really good ones lately, and so I wanted to recommend something. I have not read one of these yet, but I wanted to recommend it anyway because it is by Indigenous authors, and I wanted to recommend it because I can tell that it's going to be a very informative read for me personally. I think a lot of other people benefit too. And starting off, that book is An Indigenous People's History of the United States for Young People by Roxane Dubar Ortiz, adapted by Jean Mendoza and Debbie Reese. I am very excited about this book because I'm going to get some true, unabridged history of what really happened to Indigenous people in America, and it won't be edited or nothing will be taken out. It's going to give the cold, hard facts about what colonizers and we as Americans did to Indigenous people. So I'm very excited about this book, and I highly recommend it if you want to learn some real history. Obviously, I recommend I'm Not a Number because I think it is a very emotionally painful, awakening book that I think you should read. Check for trigger warnings if you read this book. Also, if you read this one, check for trigger warnings, but I think this one in particular is a children's book, so it's told in a child-friendly way. I would give this to children, in my personal opinion. I think they would be able to understand and handle it. But that's just me. Obviously, you as a parent can make decisions. Then we have We Are Water Protectors, written by Carol Lindstorm, illustrated by Michaela Gold. This, as you can see, won an award. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's about Indigenous woman protecting the water from the black snake, and the art inside of it is absolutely stunning, as you can see. It's very gorgeous. It's beautifully written. I highly recommend this book. It is absolutely beautiful. And then I have one by the same author. We have Autumn Peltler, Water Warrior, written by Carol Lindstorm, illustrated by Bridget George. This is absolutely gorgeous. Again, the art is beautiful. It's similar premise, you know, Indigenous woman protecting the water. Absolutely stunning. Highly recommend this book as well. So those are my Indigenous book recommendations. And I believe that's all for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it educational, and remember, read banned books, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.